Hey friends, welcome to the Sabrina Scott podcast, where I talk all about how to claim your magic and change your life with my old lady cat, Awaz. First of all, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of my community. Maybe you are a member in my courses or my community or my membership, or maybe you have hired me for some one-on-one work, whether that was tarot or feminine energy coaching or something in between. Awaz and I want to say thank you for being a part of this space. I really appreciate you, and I'm just stoked to be a human on the internet with all y'all in conversation. Also, happy full moon. I hope everyone is basking in the full moon energy. It definitely, I want to say it's been a doozy, but not in a bad way. It's more been, I've been feeling some catalyst vibes, some change related vibes, nothing bad, nothing crazy. Just, I'm feeling the energy, I'm feeling the transition in the seasons and in the energies. Also, if you are still here after the last episode, thank you. I appreciate you. Not everyone vibed with what I had to say, and that's totally cool. I think part of the beauty of the world is that we can all have different opinions, different thoughts, different feelings about everything. And I'm really in a space of plurality and multiplicity and honoring different folks from different perspectives, different walks of life, and all of that fun stuff. So today I want to talk a little bit spontaneously about leap year magic. It occurred to me just now, actually, that one of the biggest catalyst points in my life, 2020, not just due to the pandemic, but also due to the business and a bunch of other stuff and just showing up online, that was a leap year. And this is a leap year. And what's so interesting is 2020 was drastically transformative for me, not just because of the whole pandemic thing, but I really feel like I did a massive level up in that year. And for whatever reason, I've had the feeling that this year is going to be the same kind of thing for me. And even before I realized the leap year, I've noticed myself moving in 4-year cycles in a way. Not that I get bored of things after 4 years, but for whatever reason, it's been really interesting to look back at my history, all my big phases or my big seasons of life, and to notice that they have actually been in accordance with leap years. Each of my big years of transition and change and growth has been a leap year. And it really got me thinking, like, what the fuck? I didn't even notice that. And somehow being able to do this deep dive, this reflection on what were my big catalyst moments in the recent past and in the distant past, noticing that a lot of those were leap years has been really, really interesting for me as I think, how am I going to be approaching this coming year? And the leap aspect obviously is this month, that extra day in February. How am I going to be working with that magically? And so I'm still working that out for myself. I'm really excited to share more about that with you guys. But I'm committed to having this year be a crazy awesome year and go through some likely difficult, but also very important and necessary and fun growing pains to really level up and leap up into that next best version of myself, that version that I know I can grow into, that future version of myself. And the last time I was super, super, super cutthroat intentional about this and really felt in alignment 100% with my magic, my energy, my manifestation, all of that really was in 2020. I was at the peak of my game. And so it's been really interesting to notice, okay, leap year energy seems to be when I feel that. And so if you guys are in my Magic Without Bullshit course, you'll know I talk a lot about cycles and personal cycles and seasonal cycles. And so as I'm evolving my thinking, I really do feel like this leap year cycle has been a really big one for me, and I didn't even notice it until now. And so as we're moving into this leap year, as we are in this leap year moment in February, we're approaching that special day. I want to ask you guys, how are you going to work with this energy right now? This beautiful catapulting yourself into that next best version of you energy. Hugely potent time for magic, hugely important time for cultivating that discipline, and also creating that space to dream. And what's super interesting is my business was actually incorporated in February of 2020. Leap year, leap month, huge drastic level up for me. Of course, we can all decide what energy do we want to work with, when do we want to work with it. Does everyone have to work with this leap year energy? Of course not. We can all decide, what do we resonate with, what do we not? What challenges do we want to lean into, and what do we not? But I think if we choose it, if it feels aligned, embracing the leap year energy of this moment can catapult us into that next level. In the witchy and spiritual communities, I've heard a lot about quantum leaps or timeline jumping and phrases and frameworks like that, which are all about that expeditious success or that fast-tracked growth. And so if this is something that calls to you or that you're interested in or that you resonate with, I would really encourage you to work with this leap year energy, specifically from now until the end of the month, this full moon moment of right now until the end of the month, specifically, especially to set your intentions. What will this leap year be about for you? What leap are you making this year? Where is it that you're jumping to? And do you need any supplies on your jump? How far are you jumping? Do you even know where you're jumping? We can only get to where we want to go if we know where we want to go. Otherwise, time flies, nothing changes, and we end up doing the same old things, the same old people, the same old life. And 10 years later, we've still got write the book on our to-do list or make that website for my art on the to-do list. So what I love about magic, what I love about witchcraft, what I love about spirituality, what I love about intentionality and self-help and self-development and self-growth and all of it is that it reorients us towards the agency we always already have in our own lives. Whether that's around witchcraft and magic or whether that's around self-help, personal development, healing, or whether it's around something else. Like catapulting our career, magic, spirituality. And there's nothing wrong with being happy with where we are and who we are. I'm happy with where I am. I'm happy with who I am. And there are some leaps that I want to make. And I really do believe that our goals, our dreams, our visions are best when they're audacious, when they feel a little bit too big for us. I think that's where the magic really is. And I think that's when we know we're onto something. And so for this leap year, go back to those intentions. go back to those visions for the future. And really commit to playing this game of life with intention. Are you just following the motions? Are you just doing the default movements? Or are you striving to be more present? Spend your time in accordance with your values. Do what you say you're going to do. Make good on your promises. But specifically, make good on your promises to yourself. Those are the ones that I find a lot of us abandon first. And I'll do probably a few more episodes about this. Who knows? Maybe a live on YouTube or Instagram talking more about leap year magic. But from now till then, if we see this year as an opportunity for that fast track, for that quantum leap, for that timeline jump, for that level up, give yourself permission to dream and envision what is your wildest dream. And to at least finally admit that to yourself. We often cut ourselves off from greatness when we don't give ourselves permission to claim what we really want and to admit what dreams we have. So I'm going to leave that for you guys for now. Short and sweet. More on that soon. And I am planning on doing a leap year sale on some stuff. Because I do know claiming our magic in that way, finally doing the spiritual in a way that is authentic and real and deep, is likely on some folks' bingo cards for this year. Or to-do lists or desire list. So stay tuned for that. Earlier today in my Claim Your Magic community and membership, I taught a little class on divinity, connecting with deity, working with deity, available for all members. And so if that's something that's interesting to you, click the link in the description of this episode, and I hope to see you there. As always, send me a hello, ceo@sabrinamscott.com. Or say hi on Instagram, Sabrina M. Scott. And I hope to see you guys in the membership, in the community, on Instagram, and of course on my YouTube. Don't miss the Tuesday Tarot for the week ahead. This coming Tuesday on YouTube, youtube.com/Sabrina Scott. The links to everything are going to be in the fun link in description of this episode. Much love. Let's get thinking about this leap year and how we can work with it to catapult our magic. Much love. Bye.